Good day, grade 10 students. Welcome to Valenzuela Facebook live streaming in Mathematics 10. We are now in quarter 4, week 4. I am Mary Jane P. Messia, your live streaming teacher for today from my son, National High School. I hope that you will lend me your ears and stay with me until the end of our lesson. Let me and your math teachers know that you are tuned in by sending in your heart reacts. And let's start to learn and to love math. So join me and we will learn together the solving problems involving measure of positions for ungrouped data. Write your queries that are relevant to our discussion. You can type or keep them in the Q&A part of this lesson. To begin with, let me give you first learning target of this topic. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to solve problems involving measure of positions for ungrouped data. Like I said last time, solving mathematical problem is as easy as my name, Jane. J stands for just set your mind that every problem has a solution. A, analyze and understand the problem carefully. And need to know the given and what is asked in any lesson in math, like solving problems involving measure of positions for ungrouped data. E, enjoy solving problems involving measure of positions for ungrouped data. Now, let us answer first the activity. Apply the empirical distribution with averaging. So, let's start. In this time of pandemic, we must protect ourselves by knowing the facts and taking appropriate to prevent the spread of COVID-19. What is the missing word to complete the statement? Given the data below, compute for the following and write the letter on the space that corresponds to the value of each measure of position. You have 20 seconds to answer each question. Okay, for number 1, find D sub 5 of or 5th decile. Okay, set the timer now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? If your answer is P, you are correct. To find D sub 5, use the locator formula. L is equal to Kn divided by 10. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 10, since that side divided by the whole distribution into 10 equal parts, where K is equal to 5, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 5 times 10 divided by 10 is equal to 5. Since the L or locator is a whole number, take the average of L value and L plus 1 value, or the average of the value of 6th and 5th position. These are 4,019 and 2,894 respectively. So the value of D sub 5 is equal to 4,019 plus 2,894 divided by 2 is equal to 3,456.5. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter P. Number 2, find Q sub 1 or lower quartile. Okay, the timer starts now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Very good. Letter R is the correct answer. To find the lower quartile or Q sub 1, use the locator formula L is equal to Kn divided by 4. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 4, since quartiles divided by the whole distribution into 4 equal parts, where K is equal to 1, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 1 times 10 divided by 4 is equal to 2.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 2.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to third position. It is in the region 1, whose cases is 1,311. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter R. Okay, number 3. Find Q sub 3 or upper quartile. Okay, the timer starts now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Correct. Letter E is the correct answer. To find the upper quartile or Q sub 3, use the locator formula L is equal to Kn divided by 4. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 4 since quartiles divided by the whole distribution into 4 equal parts, where K is equal to 3, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 3 times 10 divided by 4 is equal to 7.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 7.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to 8th position. It is in the region 3, whose cases is 10,548. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter E. Number 4, find P sub 65. Okay, set the timer now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Great, letter C is the correct answer. To find 65th percentiles, use the locator formula. L is equal to Kn divided by 100. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 100. Since percentiles divided by the whole distribution into 100 equal parts, where K is equal to 65, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 65 times 10 divided by 100 is equal to 6.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 6.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to 7th position. It is in the region 7, whose cases is 5,680. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter C. Number 5. Find D sub 2. Okay? Set the timer now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Amazing! Letter E is the correct answer. To find the second deciles, use the locator formula. L is equal to Kn divided by 10. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 10, since deciles divided by the whole distribution into 10 equal parts, where K is equal to 2, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 2 times 10 divided by 10 is equal to 2. Since the L or locator is a whole number, take the average of L value and L plus 1 value, or the average of the value of third and second position. These are 1,311 and 1,178 respectively. So, the value of second decile is 1,311 plus 1,178 divided by 2 is equal to 1,244.5. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter A. So I think you already guessed the word. So to check if your guess is correct, let us continue. Okay, for number 6, find P sub 95. Set the timer now. Okay, what is your answer? Correct, letter U. To find the 95th percentiles, use the locator formula. L is equal to Kn divided by 100. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 100. Since percentiles divided by the whole distribution into 100 equal parts, where K is equal to 95, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 95 times 10 divided by 100 is equal to 9.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 9.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to 10th position. It is in the NCR whose cases is 63,474. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter U. Number 7. Find P sub 15. Set the timer now. Okay, time's up. If your answer is letter T, you are correct. See the solution on the screen. So, the locator is in the second position, which is in the region 11, whose cases is 1,178. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter T. Okay, number 8. Find P sub 85. Set the timer now. Okay, time's up. If your answer is letter I, you are correct. The solution are flashed on the screen. So, the locator is in the 9th position, which is in the region 4A, whose cases is 19,147. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter I. Number 9. Find P sub 5. The timer starts now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Very good. Letter O. The solution are flashed on the screen. So, the locator is in the first position, which is in the region 10, whose cases is 830. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter O. Number 10. Find P sub 55. The timer starts now. Time's up. What is your answer? Great. Letter S. See the solution on the screen. So the locator is in the 6th position, which is in the region 2, whose cases is 4019. And the letter corresponds to the value is letter S. So, precaution is the missing word to complete the statement. In this time of pandemic, we must protect ourselves by knowing the facts and taking appropriate precautions to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So, let's take a recall by interpreting measure of positions. One way of analyzing and interpreting ordered data is dividing it into several equal parts called measure of positions. You have learned them in the previous lesson and how they are used in describing individual values of a data set in relation to the other values in that set. The figure shown above will help you visualize the relationship among them that will help you make inferences. P sub 50 is equal to D sub 5 is equal to Q sub 2 is equal to median. P sub 25 is equal to Q sub 1 or lower quartile. P sub 75 is equal to Q sub 3 or upper quartile. Moreover, this visualization will help you determine the following. 25% of the data has a value less than or equal to P sub 25, which is 25th percentile or lower quartile. P sub 25 separates the lowest 25% from the other 75%. This means that 25% of the data have values less than or equal to P sub 25. And at the same time, 75% of the data have values greater than or equal to it. 50% of the data has a value less than or equal to P sub 50, or 50th percentile or the median. P sub 50 separates the lowest 50% from the other 50%. This means that the 50% of the data have values less than or equal to P sub 50. And at the same time, 50% of the data have values greater than or equal to it. 75% of the data has a value less than or equal to Q sub 3, 75th percentile or upper quartile. The upper quartile, P sub 75, separates the lowest 75% from the other 25%. This means that 75% of the data have values less than or equal to P sub 75, and at the same time, 25% of the data have values greater than or equal to it. Remember, same concept of percentile for the percentage of the distribution will also apply for decile and quartiles since they are related from each other based on the image presented earlier. Take note that there are different ways of calculating measure of positions. So let us apply the locator formula in estimating the value for the measure of positions, where N is the data set and K is the subscript for the desired position. If L is not a whole number, round up L to the next whole number. This is the position to find the value within the list. If L is a whole number, take the average of L's value and L plus 1 value. For example, the scores of 6 students in a 30-point quiz are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To find the upper quartile, or Q sub 3, use the locator. L is equal to Kn divided by 4 for quartiles. So, for K is equal to 3, N is equal to 6. L is equal to 3 times 6 divided by 4 is equal to 4.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 4.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to 5. Q sub 3 is the 5th score in the distribution. Hence, the value of Q sub 3 is 25. Furthermore, to find this sub 5, for K is equal to 5, N is equal to 6, By substitution, using the locator for deciles, L is equal to 5 times 6 divided by 10 is equal to 3. Since L is a whole number, D sub 5 is the average of third and fourth score in the distribution. These are 15 and 20 respectively. So the value of D sub 5 is equal to 15 plus 20 divided by 2 is equal to 17.5. So let us apply this concept in calculating and interpreting situations for ungrouped data. We will use the data presented in activity 1. So letter A, what percentage of distribution falls above 1,311? So the answer is, there are 7 out of 10 regions falls above 1,311. Using percentile rank for ungrouped data, percentile rank of X is equal to number of values below X divided by N times 100, where the number of values below X is 7 and N is 10. By substitution, 7 divided by 10 times 100 is equal to 70%. And 70% falls above 1,311. Letter B. Which region is greater than the 85th percentile? The answer is NCR or National Capital Region. Solution: to find P sub 85, use the locator formula for percentile. L is equal to Kn divided by 100. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 100, since percentiles divided by the whole distribution into 100 equal parts, where K is equal to 85, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 85 times 10 divided by 100 is equal to 8.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 8.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to 9th position. So P sub 85 is equal to 19,147. Hence, there is only one region that is greater than the 85th percentile. Letter C. How many regions are less than the upper quartile? The answer is, there are 7 regions that are less than the upper quartile. Solution: so to find the quartile 3, the locator formula for quartile 3 is L is equal to Kn divided by 4. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 4, since quartiles divided by the whole distribution into 4 equal parts, where K is equal to 3, N is equal to 10. By substitution, L is equal to 3 times 10 divided by 4 is equal to 7.5. Since this is not a whole number, round up 7.5 to the next whole number, which is equal to 8th position. So Q sub 3 is equal to 10,548. So let us check. So it is true that there are 7 regions that are less than the upper quartile. Letter D. If you are in National Capital Region or NCR, you are in the 10th position if the data is arranged from lowest to highest. What is its corresponding percentile? So there are 9 regions below NCR. So K is equal to L times 100 all over N. By substitution, K is equal to 9 times 100 divided by 10 is equal to 90th percentile. Letter E. If you have the choice to transfer in another region, which region do you prefer and why? If I am going to decide based on the number of recorded cases in 2021, I will transfer to region 10 if the basis is the number of active cases per region or the recorded cases per region. Based on the data, region 10 has the fewest number of recorded cases and it corresponds to P sub 10 or 10th percentile. percentiles are used when you need to know the relative standing of a score or value. For example, number 2, a grade 10 student who has a score of 38 from a 50-item test during online assessment wants to know his relative standing in relation to the 250 grade 10 students handled by a particular teacher. If he is in the 125th position, what is his corresponding percentile? So, solve for K using the locator. L is equal to Kn divided by 100. The denominator to be used in the locator formula is 100 since percentiles divided by the whole distribution into 100 equal parts, where L is 125 and N is equal to 250. So, let us find the value of K. Substitute the given value to the locator. 125 is equal to K times 250 divided by 100. K is equal to 12,500 divided by 250. So, K is equal to 58th percentile. This means that there are 50% grade 10 students or 125 students scored less than or equal to 38. For example number 3, using situation number 2, if you belong to the same class or section and your score is also 38, and according to your teacher, she will give you reward to those students whose score is greater than the 5th decile. Are you qualified to receive the reward, and why? So the answer is no, because only those students with a score of greater than 38 are qualified for the reward. So now, your turn. Choose the like emoji, heart emoji, haha emoji, or wow emoji of your answer. So you have 10 seconds to answer each question. Number 1, which of the following is not equal to the median score? In like emoji, 5th decile. In heart emoji, 50th percentile. In haha emoji, 1st quartile. In wow emoji, 2nd quartile. Okay? Set the timer now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Okay, the answer is haha emoji. Since 5th decile or 50th percentile and 2nd quartile is equal to median score. 1st quartile or lower quartile is equal to 25th percentile and not median. Number 2, Jenny's score in a 50-item test was the median score. What is her percentile rank? In like emoji, 2. In heart emoji, 25. In haha emoji, 50. In wow emoji, 100. Okay, set the timer now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Very good. It's haha emoji again because it's median. That means the percentile rank is 50. Number 3, the lower quartile of the ages of persons that are allowed to go outside of their homes during MGCQ or Modified General Community Quarantine in certain barangay is 18 years old. Which of the following statements is true? In like emoji, most of them are 18 years old. In heart emoji, 25% of people who are allowed to go outside of their homes are 18 years old. In haha emoji, there are no age-based restrictions. In wow emoji, 75% of people who are allowed to go outside of their homes are 18 years old and above. So timer starts now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Correct. It's heart emoji. 25% of people who are allowed to go outside of their homes are 18 years old. Number 4. In a 50-item test, Ed got a score of 38, which is the third quartile. This means that in like emoji, he surpassed 75% of his classmates. In heart emoji, his score is higher than 25% of his classmates. In haha emoji, 75% of the class passed the test. In wow emoji, he got the highest score. Timer starts now. Time's up. What is your answer? Excellent. It's like emoji. He surpassed 75% of his classmates. Number 5. Given the scores of 10 Krypton students in science, find the sub 8. So 7, 8, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. In like emoji, 12. In heart emoji, 13. In ha emoji, 14. In wow emoji, 15. Timer starts now. Okay, time's up. What is your answer? Amazing, you got it right. It's wow emoji. See the solution on the screen. And if you have some questions regarding the lesson, feel free to type in the comment box. These questions will be answered later. So let us now summarize the lesson. Formula for ungrouped data, use this following locator formula. L is equal to Kn divided by 4 for quartiles. L is equal to Kn over 100 for percentiles. L is equal to Kn over 10 for deciles. You can take a screenshot so that you have a summary of the formulas. If L is not a whole number, round up L to the next whole number. This is the position to find the value within the list. If L is a whole number, take the average of L's value and L plus 1 value. Okay, this time, I will entertain some questions from our viewers. So let me ask the assistance of our moderator. So question number 1, is there an alternative way on how to solve for the percentile rank of a number X in the distribution? Yes, there is. But this is only applicable to a small number of distribution. How? You simply arrange the small distribution into ascending order. Next, count the number of data below the given value, divided by it by the total number of distribution, then multiply your answer by 100. But if the given is a huge number of distribution, it is better to use the formula that we have. Okay, I think there is no question in our comment box. So we now proceed to your home learning task. And for your home learning task, please answer the following in your self-learning module. So what's more, try this letter A, number 1, 2, 3. So thank you for joining me today and my previous Valenzuela Live. This is Ma'am Mary-Jane Pimisia from my son National High School is signing off. So keep keep on practicing and spread the love of learning. Keep safe and have a nice day.